Hi, welcome to this space with me. I I've recorded this video about 3 times. Not just like this video, but a video in hopes of beginning this channel. And I every time I started editing them, they were great videos, but were they the first video that I wanted to introduce to this channel? Was this the first conversation that I wanted to have with you if you are sitting down and meeting me for the very first time? Or if you know me for a while and you're like, I need some Rachel, I need to hear her voice, I need to hear what she has to say today, I need to hear a message from her, then hello, welcome, hi. If this is the first time we're meeting, I needed this video to be something. And with that, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to deliver this perfectly. Hey, perfectionism, bing, coming through. I was putting the pressure to create this perfect video that just would summarize everything I hope this channel to be and this space together. And then I decided, nope, we're going to co-create. We are going to be in this space together. This channel, I hope, is the place that you can come to when you're needing that real advice from a girlfriend, when you need a little kick in the ass, when you need someone to believe in you, when you need someone to make you laugh, when you need someone to be okay in space as you cry, to welcome and have that safe space that maybe you can't find anywhere else. This is what I invite you to. This is what I hold space for, this energy together. We're gonna do this a little bit differently. We're gonna sit down in this is my safe, sacred zone. And I don't share this a lot. This is my place where I come when I need to connect with nature, with the elements, with the things that on a deep level I resonate most with. And the first time I did this video, it was very much presentation style, Rachel, and you'll get some of that here because I do want to give you tangible resources. I want to bring you those strategies and the tips to create this life that you actually don't even know exists for you, but you know that it's somewhere and that you believe it and you hold it, but maybe it just feels like it's a little far out of your reach. So yes, there's going to be some of that here. It's just who I am. But there's also going to just be space, questions, encouraging you to open your mind. I'm going to share some of my experiences. I'm going to share what I've lived through after 40 years on this earth and some really heavy highs and lows in my life. I believe my story has a purpose. I believe the story that I have within me can be used and is in my heart and in my journey for a greater purpose than to just simply be locked away inside of my own heart. And we're going to do that together. We're going to share little bits and unfolding. And if you know me, I am kind of an open book. If you ask me something, I'm willing to share an experience. And this is where the co-creation happens. If you feel like you need guidance, if you have a question, please drop it in the comments. If you want to DM me personally and, get some guidance and experience, I can answer here in YouTube, obviously anonymously. This is the place where we can co-create together. If I don't know about something, I'll try my best to point you in the right direction. I will try my best to offer you some words of wisdom and let it be and hope that that is enough for what you need. I'm not going to dig from a place that I don't understand. I truly believe that we each hold a special wisdom. We each hold special talents and gifts. And if we just were to share our experiences and our life, we would see our own selves in such a beautiful way, scarred and flawed, and all the bits of us, emotional or not, but we would see a different world. if we loved each other for all the beauty and all the not so beautiful, if we were to tell a woman how intelligent and incredible smart and how resilient and how determined she is, just as easy as we tell her how beautiful she looks or how thin she's getting. Trust me, here there's going to be a lot of releasing, a lot of maybe what you already assumed of me, things that you thought if you knew me or saw my Instagram. But I'm here to break your perception of the human that you see presented on social media. And maybe together, or I know that together, I can encourage you to come out of your shell and to show your true self. And I think that if you go back and look, you'll see my heart in all of those places. Something in my eye. So today's card that I pulled was, when I pulled it, I was like, okay, great. And then it really became clear today. It's have the faith to walk through new doors. It's a very beautiful one. For everything, there's a season and a time for activity in the world. This is a beautiful one. And I didn't really know. I was like, okay, that's great. Cool. And the more and more I started looking at my day and thinking of what I had to do, there was some fear and resistance against starting this channel. And I was like, okay, I'm going to have faith that showing up here, I'm going to have faith that my message will be heard, my wisdom will be brought to the hearts of the incredible women and human that need it today or tomorrow or a year, however and wherever you find me. And I hope that we can co-create this space together. I hope that within this safe bubble, wherever you're listening to, yes, there's going to be some F-bombs. Yes, there's going to be some naughty words. So maybe like put some headphones on. I'll try to put that in the description if you need to have earmuffs. But I hope this space can be that for you. So today, I'm going to hop right into it. When was the last time that you sat with yourself? Just you. When was the last time that you allowed there to be nothing? No radio, no music, no Netflix, no scrolling Instagram, just you. Just you in your being. Sometimes this gets hard to do because we get caught up in our head, thinking about the to-do list and thinking about all the things we should be doing. When was the last time you found peace and stillness in a way that almost would feel like a vacation, but vacations haven't happened for a very long time for most of us. And the idea of going and sitting on a beach somewhere sometimes can just seem overwhelming because there's just so much to do. I feel like every day you're maybe getting a little bit more buried under the sand, like the earth cracks a little bit more beneath your feet. You get farther away from understanding who you simply are and the joy and the desires that your life should be unfolding around you. And maybe you slip more into the mindset of, well, it's just how it's always going to be. Maybe you slip more into that thinking of, doesn't really matter. Maybe you slip more into the feeling of life is always going to be unstable, and so I just have to survive. We are not meant to simply survive. We are meant to thrive in this life. Where in your life are you not thriving? Where in your relationships is there no connection? Where in your speaking and in your voice to yourself is there no grace? Where in your life do you want to be lit up and excited and passionate, but it just is overwhelming and there just happens to be no time. No time left for you at the end of the day, after all the things are taken care of, after the kids are put to bed, after the laundry's done, after the kitchen's cleaned, after this, after this, after this, then I'll have time for me. Where in your life are you not thriving? Where in your life are you expecting to be everything for everyone else? Where in your life are you expecting to give all of yourself and not save any for you? Your life is what you make it. Hands down, it's what you think. It's the thoughts that you hold, it's the ideas that you think, it's the identity that you wear, it's the mask that you put on. It's the belief in your foundation and that you think that it is going to have to be this way forever and that you can't change because X, Y, and Z, or the time isn't right, or there's no money. That's all in your mind. That's all in your thoughts. Yes, it might be a circumstance, but you have everything possible to change that. And you might be thinking, like, well, you have a perfect life. You have a husband that supports you. You have daughters that are insanely successful and living their life, and you're living this life, and it's not how it always was. There was a time very shortly ago, within the last 5 years, that I didn't believe that any of this had a purpose. That I believed that nothing I could do in my life ever would matter, and that I would keep going through the same cycles of feeling like I was on top of the world and losing it all. But I was only telling myself that, and I was only creating that reality for myself. It wasn't until I started to give myself permission to worry about me. Yes, that meant my kids' rooms were messy, but they would learn how to clean up on their own. Yes, that meant that my dishes were done by the people who ate from them and my kitchen was a little dirtier. Yes, that meant that people had to learn how to wash their own laundry and take care of themselves, because really, honestly, all I was doing as a mother was teaching them how to depend on others and not become self-reliant, because I wanted it done perfectly, because I wanted it to be done in the way that made me be a mother, my job. I had to let that shit go. But what it did is it gave me time to focus on myself. Telling my husband, look, the house is going to be crazy, but if I don't get it together, I'm going to turn out crazy. Please help me. This is your home too. Well, I've been lucky. He's been a really great partner. There have been times in our relationship we didn't communicate. There have been times in our relationship when we hadn't had intimacy, that there was no connection. Our 23 years together has not been easy. It was fully when I understood that my shit that I had within myself, that was only just being projected onto my environment and my circumstance, was never going to change unless I did. And I had to begin with the thoughts that I thought about myself. The things that when I looked into the mirror and I was like, ugh, we need to go work out, we need to go do a double, we need to not eat today, and we need to drop and not eat all those carbs. When I looked in the mirror and I couldn't find one thing I liked about myself, I couldn't find one gift or talent that I wanted to share with the world. Why am I so special? What value do I have? What could I possibly give to someone else? All of those were my fears and my inability to sit with just me. My fear to look inside, my fear to look down to the depths of my being and see everything that was down there. To change and begin with my thoughts. You can have goals, you can have habits, you can have actions, but unless you change the thought that goes with them, that change, that thing you desire, you'll never truly believe that you are worthy of it. So I want you to begin today. It's not about an affirmation of, I'm incredible. No, today you're going to look at all the things that you're telling yourself that are keeping you from you. What's more important? What's coming first? What gets most of your time? What's the thing keeping you from moving forward and sitting with yourself? This is the challenge I want to give you today. Get a little journal out, get a little pen. Every week we'll join each other. You can just build upon. It's going to be like your own little private one-on-one session with me that people pay big bucks to have. This is the work. Sit with yourself. Might be hard. Put a timer on your phone. Block all the notices. Not like any notification, turn them off. That's just keeping you hamster wheel. It's doing the thing it's supposed to do. It's supposed to keep you living a mediocre life. It's supposed to keep you in spinning the hamster wheel so that nothing ever changes, so that you don't bounce away, so that you don't break free of the conditioning and those thoughts and beliefs that they want to keep you trapped in. They want to keep you trapped in feeling mediocre and feeling that. Why? Because you only get more of it. Right? What you think about is what you're going to get. You're going to stop today. We're going to take action today. I want you to sit down and I want you to spend 5 minutes. This might be really hard. You might have to start with one. 5 minutes. Even if that means you go tell everyone, mom needs this moment, and lock yourself in your closet, get a pillow, get a blankie, and sit. And I just want you to sit with yourself. I want you to take those deep breaths. No special breath work, just literally sit with yourself. Not the to-do list, not the things you should be doing, but just listening to your breath. And I would love to know what comes up for you. I would love to know what happens when you give yourself 5 minutes. You can release all those thoughts and all those things that come up, and in your notebook, if you can write them out, just take notes. What comes up for you when you give yourself 5 minutes of space and time? Do you feel like you're not worthy of that? Have you not earned rest? Have you not earned ease? Have you not earned a moment of peace? That's your challenge today. I hope that you feel like I'm here with you today. And before I let you go, if you hear the chickens, it's just one of the downsides of living in wild, rural Hawaii. I hope you know how beautiful and how worthy that you are. It all begins with you. Nothing's ever going to change unless you begin to say, everything must change. But it honestly begins with you. Nothing can change if you don't. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be sticky. It's going to be yucky. It's literally going to be looking at every bit of everything and then choosing different. Choosing something new. And you can do this every single day until we meet again. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you found. I would love to hear your experience, your feelings, your thoughts, what you hope this channel can help you with, what the guidance that you're looking for, the experience that you'd love to hear. Let's co-create together. And I cannot wait to see you next week. So I hope this has left you with some thoughts, and all my love. Aloha.